Well, this is Vladdy with another YouTube video, and it's kind of late right now. It's about 5:30 a.m. I had just woke up around 4 a.m. and I figured this would be a good time to start recording. I've been getting a lot of requests to make certain mesh heads. Right now, the winning request is a Tory Lanez mesh head, and I'm gonna wait it out a little bit, probably a couple more days to see if that change. If not, I will make the Tory Lanez mesh head. I already got all the references and the photos I need, but I'm just gonna wait it out. But right now, I'm gonna do a different head that was requested lately. So right now, mostly female mesh heads have been doing well in my shop. I don't know what's been going on. Maybe I lost my touch, but the male mesh heads have not been, selling that well or as well as they should be. But that's alright, because, markets change, yada, yada, yada. I just need to find out what's in right now. And then I'll be straight. Again, so right now I'm gonna, I already got this ready for the Rihanna mesh head. So today I'm gonna aim to make a Rihanna mesh head, a Sierra mesh head, and possibly a third mesh head, because I gotta get ready to go at 8:45. I gotta be somewhere at 9 a.m. So I got about 3 hours and 30 minutes to do this. Alright, hopefully I get it done within an hour or two. I don't want this video to be that long, but whatever. I noticed that my longer videos do the best. So let's get into it. So first things first, I'm about to export this as a mesh head HD. It's been a little minute since I made a celebrity mesh head that was not a custom. Right now I'm actually not taking in customs. I've been having some bad experiences. Oh, this is gonna be my base. I guess the skin tones match as close as they can. But as I was saying, I've been having some bad experiences with customers, and I just don't feel like dealing with none of that. Let me get out this chat room. These people acting like a whole fool up in here. Anyway, oh, by the way, if y'all know a chat room I could hang out in, let me know in the comments section or something, because I've been getting on more lately, not just to create, but I'm trying to socialize too. I've been home bored lately, and my friends and I haven't been going out. So while I'm home, I don't want to just act bougie on here and not talk to nobody. It's always good to make some friends. Anyway, first things first, let me two-side this texture, and okay. So honestly, it's not even a tutorial at this point. If you want to see how I make these, you can see my other videos. This is just a creation video. By the way, the ears are removable, and these ears are in my shop. So is the neck applier to make the neck perfect. Okay, so as I was saying, I haven't been having good experiences with customs lately, so I'm just not doing them. Only like a couple of people I'll do customs for, but those are people that's been loyal to me, and I don't even want to get started on a loyalty rant, because a lot of people I used to be really cool with business wise have fucked me over, and I'm glad I'm starting off the new year. I'm gonna start off the new year real mean. Like, let's just say somebody I gave a hookup to threw my shit away. Not like it was a bad hookup. I'm not gonna say no names. If they're watching this video, they know who they are. But oh man, I forgot all about that little glitch that happens when I record. So I'm probably gonna have to do something about that. Anyway, let me just create and see how it goes. Yeah, so as I was saying, the people have been taking me for granted, and I didn't appreciate that. So this year, I'm not giving nothing out for free. Cause I believe it or not, I used to give a lot of stuff out for free, mesh head wise. I am I'm not gonna sponsor no one. I used to have a couple of people sponsored. That junk fell apart. Uh, yeah, and if you want to know what I mean by sponsored, I mean exactly what you think I mean. I used to give people free mesh heads, make them free mesh heads, as long as they would promote my shop. I'm like, I'm done doing that. No more. Wow, Rihanna has some small lips. I'm gonna have to. Okay, this is not gonna be a perfect direct mesh head, but it's gonna have some superimposing on it. But for the most part, it'll still be a Rihanna mesh head. I'm gonna have to shrink the nose. Well, let's test it out so far. So, oh, and for y'all that don't, y'all can follow me on Instagram. I need to start using my Instagram like ASAP. That looks scary, but I could do something with it. It looks scary right now, but I could do something with it. Gosh, she looks sick. Alright, so I'm gonna have to shrink the face a little bit, shrink the nose, make the head skinnier. Which I could make the head skinnier now. Yeah, so y'all could follow me on Instagram. That would really be cool, because I want to start using my Instagram a little more. I mean, I use it pretty much daily, but I don't like do much on it. That might be a little better choice right there. I'll make it lighter. But as I was saying, I need to just get my Instagram popping. Like, I need to use it more. I need to. Alright, this nose is huge. Now my goal here is to shrink the nose without losing any other of her facial traits. So let me see. Let me try something new. I feel like I always find out a new method of doing this whenever I'm like So I feel like I always find a new method of doing this whenever I'm recording. I always find out something like a new trick or something like that. But yeah, y'all follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Vlady VLADD.Y. Matter of fact, let me do something real quick. Something I should have done a long time ago. It's the gram. It's at Vlady. There, and I'll keep that there. I'll keep that there. Alright, what else do I have to talk about? Any news? So I'm interning at this place I'm not gonna name. Oh god, this nose is way too small. And I'm pretty excited to start. I need to, the only problem I have with it is I have to write pretty much a book. It's honestly a book. I have to write a book on my experiences there. So I aim to do journal-like logs. Try to get them to be a page minimum, 1 to 2 pages. The more pages, the better. But I'm pretty excited for that. Duplicate this. Layers stacked top. Alright. Anyway, that internship is what I'm actually getting ready for. You know, when the time comes. I have to get ready real soon, but I ain't tripping. I should be able to get some of these done. If not, I can continue. Okay. The nose is much better because it's smaller. What's going on with the lips? I have to fix the lips real soon. In fact, let me lower the face. 3. Might be a little too low. No, that's fine. And, so, yeah, I haven't been making customs lately because just so much drama and all this. Actually, it started from when I was sick. I don't know if, like, during the beginning of the year, I got real sick, real bad, and I wasn't even able to get to my computer until the last couple stages of my my flu, and that. Hold on, let me fix this here real quick. And then so during that time, people were asking me to make them customs, and I was telling them that I couldn't because I was sick. So when I finally felt better, I messaged everyone that ordered me a custom, telling them, "Hey, I'm ready to do your custom." Okay, now I remember why I didn't like this ear, because it this ear mesh, because it pretty much gave you 2 ears unless you remove it. Honestly, it's not a big problem. Well, but back to what I was saying, I get distracted easily. And some people, and a couple of customs that I did do, people were being very picky about it. And mind you, I hate pickiness. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys, this stands for like any business you do. Do not be picky. Now, what I mean is, I understand you paid money, and I know my mesh heads are not cheap. Oh Lord, they're not cheap. Stack to top. But my thing here is, don't be picky and don't be fickle. As in, know what you want before you buy it. Know what to expect before you buy it. Do not. I'm gonna go back to the IMVU aspect here. Don't order it. Never order a custom from anybody with no idea how you want it to be. Don't do that. Like, do not be fickle. Don't go, like, I hate that. Okay, an example of this would be if somebody, and this happens a lot. Somebody comes up to me and say, "Hey, I want a mesh head of, let's say, Beyonce." They don't give me no picture. They don't tell me what they want, what color lipstick, if they want makeup or not. Like, a lot of that stuff, if you leave it up to me, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. And if you don't like it, then that's your fault, because you should have told me what you wanted. You know, this looks nothing like Rihanna. Why is that? Why is that? I might have to pause this and look for another photo reference. It could be the ears. Let's get rid of the ears. Let's change the hair. Okay, again I got sidetracked. Yeah, don't be fickle, and don't leave me or whoever you're ordering from to guess what you want. We can't read your mind. Another thing is, I ultimately hate this. Actually, I have 2 things I really hate. Do not, if I make a mesh head, do not say it doesn't look like the person. Like, okay, I mean, the customer's always right, but sometimes, no, actually, no, fuck that. The customer's never right, but since they're paying, they're right. They're always right. If somebody says that a mesh head I made does not look like the person, I'll literally scrap it clean and redo it completely. And by the way, I've tested some people before, and this might be a little dirty trick, but hey, you know, one time I made a mesh head. The person said it doesn't look like who they want it to look like. To test the person out, all I did was change the eyes on the mesh head, and I think I edited it just a tiny bit, like just a tiny bit, like I think I sharpened the skin, and the person was like, and I showed it to the person again, and the person was like, "Oh my god, I love it. It's beautiful." I'm like, I barely did anything to the head. So sometimes I feel like people just want to nitpick just to nitpick. Sometimes that's not the case. Another thing is, don't ever compare your custom to anything in my shop. This is really recent. Somebody had the nerve to say that I put more effort into the mesh heads I put in my shop than I do customs. When honestly, it's the other way around. Oh my gosh, I put way more effort into customs than I do mesh heads in my shop. Let me find a photo of Rihanna. Rihanna. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, I put way more effort. Wow, this is a nice picture. I put way more effort into. Oh, this is another good picture. Wow, you know, I wish I could find pictures like this back when I was starting to do Rihanna, when I was doing customs for Rihanna, but I have no idea why I couldn't find these pictures. Like, they're coming out the woodwork. Anyway, never ever accuse me. Okay, this is a personal thing too. Never accuse me of putting in more effort or not putting in an amount of effort to a mesh head. Yeah, I'm gonna use this face. It's really disrespectful, and it's kind of like saying I'm lazy, which, my goodness, if half okay, if half of the creators on IMVU had my freaking work ethic, and I'm like, no, not even half. If at least 10% of the creators on IMVU had my work ethic, the shop would not be looking so garbage. Let me load up the shop real quick. Okay, this is the first page. And there we have these ugly ass pants. Okay, this is the first thing I see. That'll load up. Gosh, why it's taking. Oh, I think it's because I'm recording. Because usually my stuff is instant. Now I remember that little cartoon. Anyway, first we have these ugly ass pants. Generic hair number 3 that everyone submits with different colors and yada yada yada. Alright, look at these pants. Looks like something somebody pulled out the dumpster. Wankster pants, honestly. Generic boots. Honestly, I feel like sometimes some of these things, I'm not even gonna comment on these. That shirt, I have comments for that, but you know, at least it has some sort of effort. Hey, like I was saying, if 10% of the creators on here had my work ethic, you would not be getting crap like this. Like, I don't know how these are so, oh, because they're cheap, that's why. Because these do not look like Space Jams at all. Actually, they kind of, no, never mind. The sole is all messed up. But you know, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to work on this head. So never ever accuse me, which I consider myself one of the hardest working creators, despite it not shown. Because alright, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you how hard working I am, guys. There is so many instances where I'll make a mesh head and just not submit it because I feel like it's not worthy of my shop. A lot of instances, and I hate doing that because then I end up wasting my time. Sometimes I'll go back, edit that same head I put on ice and submit it, but for the most part, I have a lot of scrapped heads. Oh, before anyone asks, no, you cannot have it. Okay, no, they're mine. Yeah, somebody rudely accused me of putting in less effort for their mesh head than I do for mesh heads in my shop, and I feel like that is crazy absurd, and it's a really rude thing to do. You know, I digress. I swear, some of these customers might bring the hood out in me. Like, I try when I like do my videos or talk to anybody, I try to sound as nice and professional and comfortable, but I can get pretty ghetto. Oh man, that's why like if I ever live stream me creating or something, I'll probably sound completely different. Like I'll be cursing more and all that other stuff. Hold on, let's see here. What time is it right now? Let me get this volume meter. Let me get that out the way. It is 6 o'clock. So I have an hour and 30 minutes before I get ready. I'll have to continue this. I might, matter of fact, I'll just break it up into separate videos. My goal, I have to, besides, I still have that goal of a minimum amount of videos to submit per month. And I'm gonna try and follow that. What was it, like 4 videos a month? That's a lot of freaking videos. Gosh, I really need to lower the standards, but or lower the quota, I should say. Okay, let's put this to first stack. Oh crap, I lowered it. Right now I have to raise my layers like this because for some reason when I'm recording, sometimes I just can't simply drag it, as you can see. And I forgot to fix the settings before I recorded, but now I'm too deep into the recording to go back and change it. Oh, by the way, this Rihanna head will be going to my shop, okay? So, okay. It's starting to get there. I'm gonna fix the eyebrows ASAP. Matter of fact, let me just keep it at 100 and fix the eyebrows now. Yeah, as I was saying, about the effort I put into and work ethic I have, yeah, it's unmatched, honestly. I mean, of course, there's always going to be somebody that works harder than me, but you know, for now, I feel like I'm like one of the hardest working devs because I even do stuff outside out of my way to provide better quality stuff on IMVU. Okay. Alright, now I could work on the mouth, and then I could blend this in. It's coming in quite swell, honestly. I could get rid of this. This is just in the way now, and that. So yeah. Oh yeah, and also I constantly get better. Like, if I was to show you the mesh heads, I'm talking about mesh heads I don't even think you guys will ever have access to. The mesh heads they might be on my old beat up laptop. Like the mesh heads I first started creating, like my first ever mesh heads, those things were awful. Okay, I could move this over some. And then the transition I did to now, there was a point where I just didn't do female mesh heads because I was so bad at them, and I only did male, which even then I was not even that good at the male mesh heads. Okay, now I could grab the lips, which I'll see if I could not make it open mouth. It's probably gonna be open mouth anyway, honestly. change the eyes a bit. Alright, so yeah, sorry, I can't breathe and blink at the same time. I can't do two things. I can't like talk and focus hard. But as I was saying, yeah, so don't ever, I don't even think you should accuse anyone of ever doing that, because I honestly do not do that. I don't half-ass. If you're ever unhappy with a product in my shop or a custom I made, just tell me. Don't be rude about it. Just tell me, okay? I'm not mean. I don't try to jip anybody, because besides like, money, income purposes, I do genuinely like creating. Like, some people just create for money, credits or whatever, or real money. I mean, of course I create for money because, I need to pay for stuff. But I really do like creating, okay? I'm a big video game fan. I'm like a huge video game fan. So, and like, I feel like developing on IMVU is like the closest I can get to developing for a video game. Let me see something. Yeah, creating on here is like this is pretty much video game development. Now to start doing some blending, and I could edit it a little bit more. 50, 60. But yeah, so don't accuse me of half-assing anything. If you do not like something I made you. Also, another, for all of y'all who wants to order custom for me, I mean, assuming that I'm gonna do them again, because I'm pretty sure for the rest of the month I'm not gonna take any customs, just because how mad I am. But for you creators out here that watch my videos to try and create your own mesh heads, here's what I'm gonna tell you: the photo you use to make your mesh head is key. That is the number one thing you have to get sorted out. Find a good photo. Do not find a bad photo. Like, if the photo is low quality, just try not to use it. Get you a nice little HD photo like this. Look at this. You could see her pores or the cake of the makeup packing onto each other. Get photos like that. Even this photo would be good. The only thing that makes this photo bad is it has lighting issues. But me, I could work with that. Okay. This photo would be considered bad, okay? Because first off, I can't even zoom in. It's already low resolution. Too much lighting going on. There's this ugly yellow tint. Honestly, the fact that her mouth is open really ruins the photo too. I mean, this photo is still usable. I think I have used this photo in the past before, but for customs. But overall, you want to stay away from pictures like that. Okay, let me see if I can cheat. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try and cheat real quick. I did warn you guys, I'm gonna be doing some cheating here, and if it works, I'm gonna be happy. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be mad. Half and half. It half and half worked. Let me see if I could fix it entirely. Yeah, that's the best I'm gonna do. So what I did was I just used the lips from the base texture which I tend to do that a lot, honestly, when I make mesh heads and customs. I'll use parts of the body that wasn't originally there. Alright, so duplicate. Let me see if this will work. 50. Oh, by the way, I have recorded certain videos and not published them. I just deleted them. I don't know why. I'm very fickle when it comes to certain things. Pretty good Rihanna mesh head. It's better than the one I made prior, but again, like I said, I'm constantly improving. I mean, matter of fact, this nose might be of use to me. Uh, stack these. Yeah, it will be of good use to me once I line it up properly. Let's put that to 50. But yeah, so as of right now, I am not taking in customs. Okay, it's not, it's probably not gonna be like a permanent thing. I'm probably just gonna do that until I feel like, I feel okay with doing customs, because right now, um, the bad customers ruin it for the good customers, and I'm sorry to say that. Um, so if you guys want anything from me, you guys gotta focus on my shop. You can get it from my shop. I've been updating my shop constantly lately, like a lot. I was trying to get an average of, my secret goal was to get at least like 4 mesh heads a week. That's ridiculous. Plus it doesn't give. It's unfair to my other mesh heads because like I like to give my mesh heads time to grow and sell. And if I'm pumping out mesh heads back to back like that, it doesn't give my mesh heads a whole lot of time to come up. So yeah, there's that. Okay, should I increase this or decrease it? Oh, let me see what happens, what it looks like without it. Oh, and then I have some other things I could cake on to the mesh head. Okay, it looks all right without it, but ultimately with it, with the oh, that's another cheating method. I'm sure I've showed you guys this in other videos. Hold on, let me pause real quick. Alright, I'm back. I had to grab a couple of mesh heads. I feel like I could cake over this one. Again, this little method of mine is a little secret thing I do. Is basically I just take another mesh head and paste it over the mesh that I'm working over. What it does is sometimes the goal is to smoothen it out, and it sometimes accentuates the features. I don't think I'm using that word right, but it brings out the features already on the mesh head, mostly the lips, the nose, and the eyebrows. Okay, yeah. Anyway, with these mesh heads, practice makes perfect. Right? I can't stress that enough. Keep doing it over and over again. Okay, it'll become like a natural thing to you, just making mesh heads. Okay, so let's see if I could shapeshift the head a little bit. I had an old Rihanna mesh head. Let me see if I can find it. Alright, I found a couple of textures. This one, which I believe is from the previous video I made, I'm not going to use this. I believe this is somebody's custom. I could use it if I want, but again, yeah, I don't see the point. And this was, oh my god, I'm not even going to talk about this. Look how hideous this is. It's I don't even see how I thought this could be Rihanna. Anyway, I just want to share those. Let me delete these. Anyway, let me lower some of this. Let me lower this one from 40 to 30. Export. I have a feeling anyone I've ever made a Rihanna mesh head for is gonna message me saying, "Oh my God, this one looks better" or something. I don't want to hear that crap. Again, I always improve. Some of my smartest customers, and they know who they are. They tend to come to me every couple months or so to update their mesh head, and they smart about it because they know I always get better. Okay, they're very smart about it, and yeah, I always improve. So it's good that they do this. They come to me for updates. Some people found new artists for them to do their heads. I'm not tripping. Honestly, right now the mesh head scene is kind of weak, especially because Burp stopped. Some of my favorite mesh head artists stopped making mesh heads, and Burp stopped making mesh heads for now. I believe. I think she still does customs. No, don't quote me on that. But I don't think she puts them in her shop anymore. So the mesh head scene is kind of weak. Only like a couple, I'd say like two people that's really good are still making mesh head. Not me included. Even though I consider myself good. Like two people that's not me that are still making mesh heads. And even then, one of them doesn't even make mesh heads for girls. They just do boys. So then they're not even in a part of the market. So this mesh head looks nice. It's pretty much done. I'm gonna sharpen it a little bit, add a little hoo-ha, and then I'm gonna submit it. It'll be in my shop for everybody. Oh, let me clean up a bit too. Almost forgot. New layer. Let's put a visible layer here. So I urge you, some of you guys, if you guys want to make mesh heads, try and join the scene and make it more competitive, because I'm still going to be making mesh heads, so you're still going to have to be competing with me, but I don't like to see these type of things as competition, more like a community. I like to think of it more of a community than competition. Oh crap, I messed up. But yeah, I like to see this thing. Did I just pop my lip? Pop my whatever. I'm thirsty. My mouth is dry right now. I usually have some lemonade when I record, but I forgot it. I forgot to get me a cup. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you guys are thinking of creating, just do it. Okay, like don't wait. Just join. Everybody starts off weak. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna start off like, unless you're just that good. You're just that good. You're not gonna start off. You're not gonna start off like great. You'll start off probably decent at best. Decent at best. But you won't start off like this amazing mesh head creator. Because you need to practice. By the way, for those of you who are going to try and enter the mesh head scene, I have some tips for you. This is before I end this portion of the video, the Rihanna one. I think I have enough time to make the Sierra one right after, so I'm gonna stop this, upload it, then I'm gonna continue right off with the Sierra one. But as I was saying, for those of you who are entering the mesh head scene, be prepared to get your texture stolen, one way or another. For some reason, I feel like the most stolen things on IMVU are skin texture, in this order: skin textures, mesh head textures, and hair textures. And I've had both my mesh head and hair texture stolen. It's ridiculous. What was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. So if you are planning on creating, make sure you have the nerve and the heart to deal with that. It will happen, especially, honestly, it's like a rite of passage. Like, if you get your texture stolen, you know you popping. Hold on, let me adjust my headphones. Yeah, if you get your texture stolen, just know that you're popping. Okay, that's like, that's on like one of the accomplishments lists. It's like, get sales, make six figures, get to level 5 or above, and get your texture stolen. And yes, it sucks because some people are scummy, but if it happens to you, there's ways to deal with it. But ultimately, think of it as a compliment. Like, yo, my texture was that good, you had to steal it. Well, something like that. I don't condone doing that though. If anything, just buy your textures. Try not to buy any stolen ones though. And that's it for this Rihanna mesh head. It is done. I'm going to upload a photo of it onto my Instagram. And thank you for watching. I will be back to do a Sierra mesh head.